Greetings everyone, and welcome back to this AI modded playthrough of Distant Worlds Universe. Alright, for the more observant of you, you probably noticed that I didn't have an episode up yesterday, and that's because my internet went out on Monday, and when it came back on Tuesday, my upload speeds have dropped to about half of what they normally are. So my Factorio episode yesterday took all day to upload. It was over 14 hours to do that. So I decided not even to bother recording yesterday. I figured I'd do it today. Unfortunately. So if you were wondering where the episode from yesterday went, that's why. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but it's taking me forever to upload right now. Alright, so let's get going. I got a couple of comments here we're going to actually go through for a bit. Chris Lighthawk was wondering why I'm not using the lower end ships in the fleet that we acquired. Like the ones that have little firepower, maybe take those out. And I'm just looking through. This one here, we can probably take out of this fleet. It's not going to do much. It's only got 300 shields or 390 shields and not very much firepower. So I'm thinking we can probably pop this one out of here and use it as an exploration ship. So I think we'll do that. And maybe I'll just bring him sort of up this way. So I'm just going to move you there. All right, just hit the space bar, get some numbers showing here. Okay, so I'm going to take him up there, and now I think one of these, you're coming back in. You actually have decent, well, you're kind of low on firepower too. Not quite sure why you're coming home. You are in the warp force. Oh, this is that one of the ships I just acquired. That's right. So I'm going to leave that one in the warp force. It's got half decent firepower. It's only got 310 shields, so I should almost take it out to do, you know what, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take it more over this way, and we'll get some exploration done over here. Oh, not maybe there, maybe over here instead. So we'll take that one over there like that. Okay, and we will grab this one, which is at 260 shields. We got our demoralizing ship captain on here. And he's doing some exploration, so I think we'll just keep him going as is. That's not a problem. So we got 3 of those ships out here doing a bit of more exploration. Actually, we got 4. We got this one over here too. And this one is actually a better ship. I think I might actually bring him back to the warp force. I might let him come over and do that, and then I'm going to actually just get him to rejoin our warp force, just to keep a few ships in that. So we're going to do that. All right, and Pops Your Socks is asking about resort bases. I did answer this in the comments, but it's probably worthy of going through here anyways. So let's just come into our financial summary here. As we can see, so far this year, we're in month 2. So far this year, we've made 8K on our resort bases. And basically what happens is our passenger ships will bring over tourists in 20,000 chunks. Or 20,000 population each trip. So 20K population in each trip. When the passenger ships drop those off at the resort base, you get 2K in revenue. So this tells me right here that we've dropped off 4 trips worth of tourists. So there's been 4 drop-offs of tourists at this point, making us 8K. The only time you get that bonus is when you drop those tourists off. Think of it as admission to get into the resort base. That's when you get your money, is when the people first arrive, you get that income at that point. You could have 1 million people on this resort base, but you do not get a dime after they've been dropped off. So it's the drop-off point is where you get 2K, which is why I like to spam them out in my home system first right away. And then we look at other locations out and about after. And other races will actually share the resort base with you. So if you build a resort base out here, chances are the Gizureans will actually utilize it as well. Keep in mind that some races do not utilize resorts whatsoever. They do not engage in tourism like the Keskadans don't. So that's kind of how that happens. So every time a passenger ship comes over here, and if we just click on one, we can see we have 20K here. So we probably just dropped off a load of passengers and we got 2K income for that. So that's kind of how that works. So I just thought I'd take a minute to do that, to point that out, because that is a question that comes up every now and then. So we'll just a bit of an explanation on that. Okay, I'm not going to go through too many more comments. Like I said, I don't want to use too much episode time to do this. But one thing I do want to touch on right now is name requests. We have a whole bunch of name requests for stuff to be renamed. And people have been wondering why I haven't renamed our ships yet. I'm still waiting for our first official attack force, our first official attack fleet to rename the ships. And if your ship hasn't been renamed yet, that is why. The only reason I've done this one is because it was the first request I got, and then I made it public that, hey, shoot me more names. I'll rename everything for you. I got more requests for ship names than I actually have ships, so that's the reason I haven't done that yet. So if you're waiting for that, don't worry. I will get to it. The only reason Johnny's got done is because it was the first request, and I'm not going to unname it just because I have a different plan for it. So we're going to leave Silverhawk in play. And I have been scratching them out as I use these names. So keep that in mind. So as we go, I'm going to actually rename these. I'll strike them off, and then we'll just keep this list running. So if you want something renamed, that's fine. There's going to be one exception, and I believe it was a gentleman named Phil Nope decided that, or didn't decide, but pointed out that it's going to actually ruin the immersion if we start renaming empires. The whole space opera and the immersion of the game and everything. I'm kind of agreeing with that, so I'm going to just make it a rule now that we will not be renaming empires. Another reason I don't want to rename an empire is because I would have to bring up the editor, which would tell me what other races are on the map. I really don't want that right now. It's a bit of a spoiler for me, so I'd rather not go back through that. I went in once just to change my flag color, and for some reason it changed the actual flag shape too, but I'm not going to go back in and fix it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do here, and like I said, if you haven't seen your ship renamed yet, it's because I haven't got to it. That's coming in a bit once I build my first official attack fleet. So just keep the names coming. I will try to get to. I think I got something like 13 names here. So I mean that's a fairly big fleet to actually build at this point. So it's probably not going to happen for a little bit yet. Colonies I don't have a problem with. Fleet characters I don't have a problem with. There was a question whether I am going to allow multiple names from one person. Shane already suggested a resort-based name. For now, I'm okay with it. If I see people making dozens of requests, and of course I'm going to have to put a cap on it. But for now, I'm going to say not a problem. If it becomes a problem, I'll have to maybe, work something else out in that way. But this is his second request. I put a couple stars beside it just because of that. But I think we will maybe rename these two characters. I only have the two fleet admirals at the moment anyways, so I'm thinking I might do that just to sort of get them used up, and then we won't have to worry about it too much. So I'm just going to copy that name, and I'm not going to pick which admiral. I'm just going to actually grab the first one, and we will do this. Oops. Oh, man. Okay, that's not working. Just give me a sec here. There we go. And I'm just going to capitalize the first letter just to make it look a little better. So Hockgorsen, I guess, is the name of that admiral. And I think I can remember how to spell Shane's name. Ariel. I'll double check that in a sec. Okay, so that's that. And we'll bring that spreadsheet back up just to make sure that, yep. So I'm just going to scratch that off. And once that window comes up, okay, and we'll just double scratch it. Okay, so that one's done, and this one is done. So I'm just going to do this to the list as we go. Oops. Make sure I don't misclick. But I'm probably not going to do this on camera a whole lot, but I just wanted to explain just how I'm going to handle this. So there we go. So there's a couple requests done. Defensive bases, demoralizing ship captain, actually. Maybe we'll do that one as well. And that was this guy here, I believe. No, this one. Yeah, this is our demoralizing guy. I don't think there's going to be a huge problem with other people being jealous over the demoralizing ship captain, but he did make that request. So there we go. And once again, I'll just maybe scratch that off the list so I don't do it twice. And I should be doing this off camera, but like I said, I'll just show you what I'm going to be doing with this, and then later on we'll do this a little more streamlined and won't be taking up so much time in the episode. Okay, so that's kind of what we're doing right now. All right, so I think we can probably proceed with what we're doing. And just get things fired up here. We're running at 2x speed, so I might slow things down a little bit. And I'm just going to let him get there. Okay. So I'm just going to stop him. I've added him to the warp force. So he should go over and join that in just a second, hopefully. Yep, there he goes. Okay, I'm just going to bring up my timer again just to make sure we don't go over. I got to be very careful about my half hour because unfortunately it's taking me forever to upload stuff at the moment. Okay, so let's just pause, and we do have a colonizable location in here. I wonder what it is. Let's maybe bring up our colonizable planets. It's this one. 87%, but pretty small. 19.2K isn't very big at all. But it'll be one we can colonize. Where is the other one? That one's over here. This might actually be our first out-of-system colony here. And I just want to see if that's where the rune is. And it is. So we'll be able to put a colony on here. It's actually a fair size, too. And we can put a resort base as well and get the bonus for having this rune here. So I'll probably double tier a spaceport and a resort base there when I get around to building that. And speaking of colony ships, I think we should maybe design one at this point. I think I was going to wait for a bit, but I think we're going to get it going, get it building. It takes a while to build these, unless we get Bacchus, which I think we're kind of on the way to maybe trying to grab. We'll look at science here in a sec. So let's just come in and quickly design a colony ship. I think I'll just grab the Explorer design and just copy as new. And I'm just going to call this a Mark II World Founder, because we're going to have to make sure that we have warp drives and everything on this. Okay, Mark II World Founder, and we will select the, where is it here? Colony ship. And we'll evade. Okay, that's all good. And we'll change our graphic to look like, ooh, I don't know, something nice and fat. There, that'll do. Okay, so all that's looking fine. And we must have a colony component. So let's come down here. Now, colony ships you can build a lot bigger than your regular military. Just trying to find where, oh, that's why I can't find anything. I'm not sorted the way I like it. There we go. As far as maximum size, I have no idea. I think stuff you can build at planets can get really big. At least triple size. I know that's what carriers I think get to. But yeah, at least triple size what your biggest ship can be. So we can actually load these up a lot, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm actually going to remove some of these fuel cells. We got to keep in mind this thing only needs to make one-way trips. And just how far do we got to go here? I'm just going to move the map over here. So we don't, yeah, half a sector. So I think I might just do that. 0.8 sectors, that's more than enough fuel. Actually, I could probably pull it back just a little bit. Okay, half a sector, that's easily lots. Might not get out here to this other one, though. It's the only thing. I don't know how quickly I'll be coming out here anyways, but I guess maybe I better plan for it. So maybe I'll throw a few of these back on. Yeah, 0.8 should get us there. Yeah, it's going to be kind of close. I'll go one more. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to go 0.8 and that'll be it. So let's put some more Happen Life on there. I think that'll be good enough for where we need to get to at the moment. Okay, Happen Life. Gonna need a lot of these, I think. Okay, so that's all that. All right, so yeah, 0.75. So we might not get up there initially, but if I need to redesign this thing, I guess I'll do it. I still don't think I need that much. Well, I'm going to be settling down here initially anyways, and probably in here. So I might leave this for later. If I got to come back and throw these back on, I'll do it. But I just don't want to drain a whole bunch of fuel for like no reason. Okay, I'll go half a sector. And we'll do that. Okay, so there's the first world founder colony ship. So let's get that queued up. We can only build these at planets. So we'll select our homeworld. And we will build us our first colony ship. All right. Our speed at homeworld is actually pretty good, 798. And if we can get Bacchus, we can increase that even more. I do believe there's a trickle effect down to the planet, even though it's, or up to the spaceports. Okay, we have resupply ships here, which we're researching now. The only thing that sucks is I don't have energy collection yet. So it just means we're going to be using more fuel than we should be without this on our ships and bases. I think I can probably compensate for that by building lots of gas mining stations. I think. And I'm going to try to get to Bacchus, and it hasn't been built yet. And let's just check this other wonder here. It's already built. So I didn't even have a chance to come to this. So this is my usual way out, and we didn't even get a chance. So that's why I don't even bother with this, with the AI mod. I think the AI mod pretty much makes the wonders for the AI. Very little chance of the player actually getting those. Okay, so what are we doing in here? This thing is actually attacking something. Ah, it's a slug here, so maybe we'll let him kill that. Okay, and we'll move him on. Nothing really to look at in there. So move you there. Okay, that's nothing, so we'll move you over here. And there was a comment about why don't I automate my explorer ships. Well, I don't generally do that right away anyways. I like to get all my close by colonies explored properly with all the, find out what resources we're looking at and all that. Once I get to like Jarek's hyperdrives, I will automate them per sector, and I won't be jumping in and out like this all the time with them. Yeah, they're all going for refuel at the moment anyways. And how's our construction doing? I got one ship with nothing going on. Okay, let's have a look at our planner here. I think we're doing all right. I think we got at least one location of all the resources we need. I looked at that last time. So yeah, dilithium and emerald crystal I think was a problem, wasn't it? Yeah, not an immediate problem. We're not really utilizing gravity weapons. So we can leave that for a minute. Argon was the other one, I think. Actually, that can wait too. But I think I'm going to prioritize them anyways. I see we do have krypton here, which we have already. And I see there's hydrogen and helium there. I better grab that. So let's do that. And just see, we do have a Keslan source there. Just seeing what other, yes, we're building a gas miner on that one. It's not optimal, but I'm just grabbing it because it's fuel. Later on, if we get strapped for cash and we're draining our economy a bit, then I might get rid of these little ones. There's a good one there. Okay, so we'll let that go. And we'll carry on. All right, and doesn't look like there's anything in there. Yeah, a little bit of a pain to do this manually, but you miss stuff. You'd miss stuff if you queue all these up. You won't see what ships there are around, so that's why I do this manually right now. And I see there's nothing in there. Move on. Okay. All right. I still haven't found the Gizurian homeworld, which is a little troublesome. Not sure why that is. Okay, who's in here? The Enton Republic are exploring up here. So hopefully they're not getting any bonuses that I'm kind of looking for right now, such as ruins and abandoned ships. Oh yes, just as I started the game today, we did get, where are we here? Yes, we got this. This is a pop-up that happened before I even started the game, and as soon as I loaded this came up. Our agent has evaded detection after successfully stealing the empire of the empire or territory map of the Napor Empire. So let's just zoom out and find out where they are. Here they are, way down here. And they're pretty friendly with us. We have a free trade with them already. So I think relations with these guys are going to be very good. Yeah, it looks like we're getting a bit of revenue, 1K in trade right now, so that's perfect. I see our homeworld's at 10 billion now, so I should maybe have a quick look there as well. 7%, so we're still not taxing yet. Bonus income is actually up. 10K of it is from the resorts, so that's why I like to get those built really early. And spaceport income, which of course is our private sector, just ordering ships and stuff. All right, so everything seems to be proceeding nicely, except I cannot find where the Gizureans are. Okay, and that is useless. Go to the next one. Oh, what's got going on in here? I just saw something wink out here. Probably another explorer of somebody. Okay, we'll come over here. Ah, found a rune in here. Okay, go to the rune. And we'll see what that is. This is the reason I'm exploring manually, is to find this kind of stuff. Okay, Lofty Retreat. We have discovered the Lofty Retreat, ancient ruins from a lost civilization. Our sensors indicate that the ruins lie deep in snow or drift a peak, a mountain pass. Okay, we'll just investigate. Galactic history revealed. In the Lofty Retreat, we have made a curious discovery. A data core found in the ruins contains a message that reveals historic details from the galaxy's distant past. The message appears to be a confidential intelligence report describing the arrival of a new empire in the galaxy. Goltak Republic classified analysis of the Shaktur Axis. The Shaktur Axis arrived in our galaxy approximately 10 years ago. They have quickly established a reputation for cruelty and aggression. We should proceed with extreme caution in any dealings with them. They are totally untrustworthy. The Shakturi clearly intend to dominate all around them. They demonstrate utter contempt for their neighbors. Their treatment of the Atukian kingdom is a prime example of their brutality. We strongly suspect that the Shakturi are secretly working to overthrow all the empires in the region. What their subsequent objective is remains unclear at this stage. So a bit more warning on what's to come, I think. A little bit of history. Okay, so we've discovered that. So basically, I really didn't have to rush to that because story events are only unlocked by the player. So that's not something that we would have missed out on. Oops. So we'll continue on, hopefully find other runes kicking around. And still nothing on the Gizureans. Hopefully they don't start barking about my military being over here. Alright, so nothing in there. Carry on. I get the feeling the Enton have discovered most of this in this area. So I think I might move to a different area. I'm going to actually move up here. How's our fuel? Pretty good. So I'm going to move up into this area. We might find other empires up here, or we might find other ruins, but I just want to get out of the area that they're exploring in. Chances are they've found stuff already. I just want to get to maybe a new area. What's going on here? Yes, I found something. What is it? It's a space station. Okay, let's maybe have a look at what that is. I hope this early game exploration isn't going to trigger the Shakturi early. I hope I'm not finding these beacons too quick, because I am nowhere even near ready for this. Okay, so we'll move there, and this is where Michael Winifred is. Okay, and I think oh, there we go. Abandoned base encountered. We encountered a small spaceport adrift in the Karun system. We'll investigate. And the base went boom. Alright. And we didn't... Oh, we took 1 damage now. Okay, so we got one piece of armor damaged. I'm guessing that's what's damaged here. So we took a little bit of damage on that. And if you click this box here, it'll bring all the damaged components to the top. Yeah, one enhanced armor. And we got tons left, I'm sure. No, a fair bit left, I guess. So I don't really have to run for repair by any means. But that looks like you are going to run for repair. Yeah, I guess I might as well let you. You've sort of finished in this area, so I'll let that happen. You got to refuel anyways, so we'll do that. Yeah, we're out of shields. That's kind of odd. Am I in a spot that eats away at shields? Doesn't look like it. I'm not in a wasteland or anything. Okay, well, we'll send him for repair, and hopefully that'll fix all that. And Michael Winifred just about bought the big one. Thankfully, it wasn't a big explosion. So he's still in the game with us. And I better do a time check here. 25 minutes. Okay, still no homeworld. Mutual Defense Pact. I'm not sure I want those right away. I'm not even in a position to even help out, even if there was a problem, other than the found ships we have. So I'm going to probably ignore that for the moment. Okay, we have... Oh, I was going to say we have an Explorer refuel, but you're not. So I'm going to just reissue that order. I hope we're not low on fuel in here. I see we still got a jerry can. And that was a question somebody brought up, is what does this mean? It just means we have available fuel in here. Okay, so let's come over here. Oh, where are they? I don't know whether they'd be up this way. There's not much. I guess they could be up there, but I'm guessing if they're in here, that this would be showing up as their territory as well. So I'm thinking they're more over this way. So I'm going to actually trip over there. And I just want to see where their homeworld is so I can stick my ambassador on it. Oop, oop, oop. What do we got here? What do we have? Oh, that's me. Okay, that's me. I thought maybe it was the pirates coming back in there to build. Speaking of which, we should maybe check on their levels here. Still 7 ships. Okay. And captured ships and bases 0. Destroyed ships and bases 1. Controlled colonies 2. And that was a question in the comments too. It just means that they have a ship parked around it and they're siphoning some income off of that particular planet. They could be trying to build a pirate facility on these planets, but I'm getting the feeling they don't have enough money to do that. I've pretty much destroyed their infrastructure at this point. So we'll keep an eye on this ship level. I'm pretty sure they're pretty much done at this point. Unless they can capture a construction ship and maybe get some money ahead, then they might be able to come back. But I get the feeling I've pretty much finished them off at this point. And how are you doing up here? Where did I put you? Oh, you're over here. Okay, so doesn't look like anything in there. We'll move on. And how much firepower do I have left in that warp force? Still 426, so not bad. And we got our Admirals Shane Ariel and Hawk Orkson, I guess. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that. And we got another Explorer done. So you are now fueled up, and that's your range. That's as far as you can go. I'm just not sure what systems I've done at this point. Oh, look what I found. There's a pirate base in there. Okay, warp force, go get them. I'm not sure exactly where that is, but we'll just go to the system and we'll figure that out. And we will get these guys. Now, have I explored that? Yeah. So I've seen what's in there. Ah, that one needs exploring. So hopefully got fuel range. Should be okay. So we'll explore that system. And all right, we'll get you to explore that system. And we're off again. Ah, found their homeworld. Perfect. Now let's get out of here before I tick them off about being in here in the first place. Oh, where's my ship? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh man. That is nasty. Whoa. Yeah, I'm really regretting starting them right close to me. I'm not even sure where my ship is in here. Is he in there? Yep, there he is. Okay, well, let's get you out of here. I'm just going to bring you back for refueling, I guess. So I'm just going to move here. Wow. I haven't got a chance against that. Let's have a look at a couple of these. 72 firepower. Wow. 72. Look at the troop transports. Yeah, a lot of freighters, a lot of destroyers. Freighters. I'm not seeing anything but destroyers right now. That's enough. I'm not discounting that whatsoever. Yeah, it looks like they're big on destroyers. I wonder what's on them. Oh, there's one of their escorts. 16 firepower, no shields. No hyperdrive. They haven't upgraded these yet. So they haven't been upgraded yet. I'm pretty sure those destroyers have warp drives. Yeah. So their destroyers have warp drives and shields. Wow. That's a ton of ships. I'm suddenly very nervous. Very, very nervous. All right, let's have a look here. Yeah, so now we know where their homeworld is. Minus 44. We're actually getting a little better, but this 53. I think it was at 59 at one point, so it did get a little better, but I think we better get our ambassador over there, like ASAP. I could put him with the Napor, but my resolve with the Napor is actually pretty good right now, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Okay, so we figured out where they are, and I am scared crapless right now. Ooh, that looks nasty. Okay, keep going with you. And another explorer ship done. Okay, looks like we know what that is. Okay, so we'll send you here. And you should be able to refuel there once these are built. I think I'm still rebuilding those. Okay, and we'll watch the warp force take this mining station out. And then we'll call it an episode. I see we're at 33 minutes. So let's just come down and clobber this thing. What's on it? Ooh, chromium. Good. Go get them, boys. Yeah, maybe just slow that down a little bit. Oh, we got a frigate under attack by Artilus. Okay. Independent colony of Lemurish. After destroying the pirate base, we have found a data core floating in the debris. In the data core is information about an independent colony of Lemurish that the pirates once traded with. The information is damaged, but appears to indicate that the colony is located somewhere in the Loriment system in Sector H5, and we should maybe go have a look at that. And we could read some more about this race. Actually, we'll just maybe have a quick look here. Just takes a minute for that to come up. Okay. Now, there was a note here. I don't know whether this might have changed for the universe version of Harry's extended mod, but they weren't meant to be played in previous versions. That might have changed. I'd have to actually read up on that a bit. Ah, here we go. No, they are not meant to be played because they will have a big advantage to the player. They are designed to be a significant faction that brings its own challenge. These will be very powerful. They usually have big military, but aren't very willing to use it. They will protect themselves. They have this super laser, which is our planet-destroying weapon. So these guys are a significant stumbling block. They exist on ocean planets. So we could actually assimilate them. I'm just wondering where that is. Go to event location. Pause. Oh, just that. It might show up out here somewhere. The potential colonies. Ah. Oh. No. It's not on this list. Must be too far away then. Where did it say that was? In sector H5. So there's 5. H is right here. Oh, it must be here. Ah. Oh, we got to get that before the Gizureans do. I think we need to get that. I'm not sure if... Oh, I'm thinking I need to get over there right now. I need fuel, though. Well, let's get over and get that discovered. I might be able to actually get that. I might not have to invade it. It might... yeah, we'll probably have to invade it. But let's go have a look at it anyways. And we are at 36 minutes for this episode, so we'll come and have a look at that next time. And our warp force is now done in here, so we'll bring you back home. Okay. And I guess we'll leave it at like that for now. The Entons are up here still. Is that the Entons? No. Ah, we have Boscarns in the game, I think. Yes, we do. And they're furious with us, and they instinctively dislike us. So they're going to be on the other side, probably, of the Gizureans. So we're going to be stuck in the middle of two of these insectoids. That's probably not good. We are definitely up against some pretty weird odds here. Okay, well, anyways, I'm just going to hang this episode up. I'm just going to move him on for the moment. Which means they're up here exploring in here. Which means they might exist in this area somewhere. But we'll have a better look at that next time. All right, so if you're still with me, thanks for joining me, and we'll catch you next time.